Inside the USG Ishimura, the scientists and doctors had all been working on their new project, codenamed Project Salvation. Instead of cloning human DNA for the use of growing donor bodies, they began to clone DNA from that of the Dalek they had signed an alliance with. The engineers had also been busy inside of engineering, building shells for the newly born Daleks to thrive, along with something else, some kind of device to heighten the marker's power, a pedestal. Inside of medical, in the chemical laboratory, Mercer asks the Dalek as he looks at the blueprints, "So this pedestal will amplify the marker's ability to communicate with us, you say?"
Yes. With the device, the Daleks will become even more of help to you.
Mercer grins as he places the blueprint in his back pocket.
What is this?
Mercer walks over to the other table to show the Dalek his own plans. "Oh, just some modifications to my stasis module. It is of no importance to one of your stature."
When will the first set of casings be complete?
"In the next hour, I suppose. You needn't worry," Mercer says as he assures the Dalek with a live feed of the construction process on a hollow screen. "You see, we have the finest engineers on board, and soon we will have the finest warriors on board, too."
Warriors. Daleks are so much more than simple warriors, Mercer. Daleks are the future for humankind. You will all be taken care of.
What the two hadn't been aware of, however, was that the Dalek casing had been bugged from their previous meeting, and someone had been listening in to their conversations. The man then speaks to someone as he listens in. "Yes, but I must make sure. Can we really trust the Dalek? Or will it become an even greater threat than these Cybermen?" On the bridge, the planet's cracker is beginning the final checks, and the colony all begin to flock to witness the wonder of the cracking of Aegis VII. The man the Sovereign Daleks had called upon earlier had returned to them now. "The modules you had requested, Omega," spoke the miner.
Excellent. Set them on the crates in the center of the room. Are there any new developments? The humans are all gathering in observational towers and around the center of the colony. Planet crack operation is set to commence in minutes. I will begin the reverse engineering. I shall assist you, Alpha. You will all continue to comb through the terminals and to find the pure Daleks. They must answer for their crimes.
Over the next hour, the colony and Planet Cracker finalize their checks and begin linking up. The Sovereign Daleks now had finished the reverse engineering of the modules to be used to give themselves a boost, and they begin to run their tests on these new armaments.
Now, exterminate me. Exterminate.
The newly implemented weapon fires a blast of energy towards Omega, but once impacted, the laser simply disappears.
It worked. Of course, the humans never thought to use the kinesis module in this way to produce a shield to block out energy blasts, just as the stasis module we used to bring about an energy weapon. The Daleks won't stand a chance against us now. Omega, there is new information regarding the pure Dalek. Which? There should be 2 of them? Unknown, but there is an image. The image does not match the Supreme Dalek casing. Therefore, it must be the one that had changed us. This was by design. Yes, though it did not order for us to become like them, but it still will be annihilated.
As the 5 had been talking, the lights suddenly go dark and dim, flashing as the ground began to shake.
Emergency! Emergency! What is happening? It must be the planet's grand operation. It must be commencing!
After a few moments, the lights return, and the shaking slowly fades, only for the lights to flash again, and to be replaced with the tint of red, which would soon be fitting, as the eerie silence would too be replaced, with blood-curdling screams and roars as if to be coming from distorted animals, as the colony goes into mass panic.
Report, Echo, Delta. Blackout occurred due to electromagnetic pulse emanating from the center of the planet. Omega, recent developments are flooding the networks. Signs that the ones from before have risen once again. What ones? Necromorphs. They have returned? Yes, and there is a new development. Explain? Humans from the ship above have been sighted in the colony. 1 gave Willa and 3 others. That must be where the Dalek is being held. We must find these humans. They must be protected at all costs. We obey. Prepare yourselves. Do not take any chances. All life forms other than these are to be considered hostile and to be exterminated. Though we are partially still human, we will not be accepted by them. When you encounter these humans, you will engage, but not exterminate. They will be useful to our conquest.
Omega finishes as the door slides open to reveal a bloody and gore-filled hallway. At this moment, the crew of the USG Ishimura began to feel the disturbance as well. When the ship is rocked from the electromagnetic pulse wave, Mercer mumbles to himself, suspecting that something isn't right.
What is this? What is happening, Mercer? Explain, explain, explain.
I'm not sure. The planet crack must be behind this. Nothing to worry about, my dear friend. Mercer reassures the Dalek.
How much longer until the device is ready?
The schedule says... they are ahead of the game. They should be ready in the next hour or so. Mercer says, surprised that the elite engineers had managed to construct an alien device in such a short period of time.
That is sufficient. Daleks have too been born. The shells must be finished soon. They must be, or the plan will be in great jeopardy.
One moment, please. Your demanding is getting a bit much, Dalek. Mercer says, frustrated at the constant ordering of the Grey Dalek.
I obey.
There, you see. I'll inform the engineers they are to be moved to the medical deck to begin the grafting process. Mercer informs the Dalek.
There is no such need for your assistance in this.
What do you mean? Mercer asks.
All I must do is activate my console, and the first 3 Daleks will be transported to the casings. Then they will assist in the construction an implementation of the pedestal.
But how could you do all of this without first bringing the casings here? Mercer asks, confused at what the Dalek is telling him.
Observe. There you see, Mercer. Dalek technology spliced with your own has allowed for teleportation methods.
We must go there at once. Without your guidance, then they will surely not understand our alliance. Mercer panics, thinking that these new Daleks could begin attacking the engineers.
You have nothing to panic, you, Mercer. They have preset orders. The pathweb informs them of their duties, and they will obey.
Pathweb? What does that mean? Like a neural network? Mercer asks, frantically eager to know more about this.
It is not your concern. I mean, you shouldn't mind what our abilities are yet. The Daleks will show our power to you when the time is right. All will feel the law of the Daleks. Now you must inform the human engineers of this new development. Otherwise, they could attack without knowing of what has transpired.
Yes, I obey, my friend. Mercer agrees before going to the door, leaving the Dalek all alone.
The second phase is in motion. Now there is only the pedestal. With it, all of the humans will feel our grace.
Feel our grace? What could that mean? Yes, I don't trust it, but I haven't had any hardcore evidence of a betrayal yet, the mysterious man says.
The Daleks will become whole once more.
Become whole? Perhaps I have been all wrong about it. Maybe they are looking for the same as... Well, it's the same mantra as you've been giving to me, my love. What? You're leaving now? But we've only just begun. Of course. I will continue in your absence, my love. Farewell, and return to me safe. Amelia.
Is the device finished yet? It must be delivered to the marker if all is to become whole.
Not quite, Dalek. We are still running some diagnostic checks and double-checking our work to see if we have followed the instructions to the letter. The engineer speaks.
These other engineers are here to help you. We shall continue without them in bringing the next era to life with the construction of casings. Once completed, you will take it to the marker chamber and continue the two together and await further instructions.
Down inside of the colony, the panic continues with necromorphs pouring out of every crevice, every vent, and infecting the humans with their mere sight. Gabe, Nathan, and Lexine all see the devastation in the wake of their attacks, with the district that was once brimming with life and chatter amongst each other's company is now a soulless, bloodied, dystopian version with corpses and mangled debris littering the locations of the colony. Suddenly, they are ambushed by several necromorphs who begin to charge at them, climbing onto the nearby buildings and leaping down towards them, while others increase their numbers. As Gabe and Lexine continue to work on removing the broken pieces of debris from their path, a necromorph gains the upper hand, swarming towards McNeil, knocking him to the ground, and his weapon flies from his hand in the struggle. Suddenly, he heard a loud noise amongst the necromorph's gurgled roar, and then he saw the necromorph fall to the floor, with smoke trailing off the once human's back. However, he soon wished he was fighting more necromorphs when he saw what then approached them.
Halt! Do not move! You will not move!
Who are you? What are you? Nathan asks, the mechanized form of the Dalek shell.
I am Alpha. I am here to assist you.
Nathan! Gabe shouted as he saw the Dalek.
Please do not move. I need your help. You must come with me.
And why would we do that? I've never quite seen anything like you before, Gabe says, carefully.
There are more of us. We need your help in escaping the planet.
I don't think the chief would like that, Gabe responds.
There is a great evil aboard your vessel. You must bring us there. Only then can we help you to defeat it.
It? Nathan says.
Enough questions. You have witnessed my weapon. I can protect you from these abominations. You only need to follow me. No harm will come to any of you.
I think we should trust it. I mean, it did just save you, Nathan, Lexine states. Perhaps you are right, Lexine. In this case, it isn't really better to deal with the devil you know, but the one offering assistance.
Decide quickly. More will come again soon.
Oh, all right. Alpha, take us to your leader, Gabe says.
I obey.
Elsewhere in the colony, the humans are cornered by the necromorphs, with them peeling the door back with their claws, just like it had been made out of tinfoil.
Exterminate them.
Gladly, finally. 3 of the necromorphs go down, but the noise attracts more to their side, which begin to flank the human Daleks.
Echo behind you. Delta, assist Echo while I attend to the humans.
I obey, Omega.
Exterminate. Are you okay in there? You must exit immediately.
The humans see the Dalek blast the door to pieces, and they quickly rush through to see Echo and Delta slaying the necromorphs with general ease. Look there! With those weapons we could be unstoppable. Yeah, let's tear open those dustbins and claim our own victory in this nightmare, 2 of the miners say, as they point out their plasma cutters towards Omega.
What are you doing?
The miners all rush Omega, with the Sovereign Dalek pleading with them to stop, that they are here to help them, that they do not need to do this. But the miners, driven mad, had no concerns over this act of self-preservation, and began firing all cylinders out to see that their shots have missed their marks, or have been absorbed by Omega's kinesis shielding.
Shielding is moderately efficient.
If you like that, Tin Can, then you'll love this, a miner spoke as another came out of the crowd with a contact beam.
Shielding is less effective. Shielding now at 80%.
Haha, good work, fellas. A few more shots should put it out of action, the miner spoke, and just as the man pulled back the contact beam to charge up the secondary fire, an energy blast came forth from behind.
I cannot take it anymore. The be exterminated. They cannot be saved. Exterminate all of them, but leave the ringleader. He is for my justice.
Omega fires a weaker shot at the miner's legs, rendering them useless, and as he pulled himself up on a railing connected to the wall of the hallway, he can then only see darkness as his face is confined to the Dalek's feeler. He soon feels a great pain gnawing down on his face as his skull is being crushed. If Omega really wanted to, it could crush him like a plank of wood. But Omega felt so much pain from his transformation into a Dalek, which became the fuel for his own hatred, that when the miner called for his Saviour's execution, Omega lost all control and wanted to savor the miner's screams as he began yelping in pain. The man was in complete agony. Blood began to pour down the sides of his head as he could feel his skull popping and cracking under the immense pressure. He could feel, no, he could hear his heart beating in his ears until one final crack had been heard. But the miner did not hear this. Omega, however, certainly did. Once satisfied with the kill, it released the grip it had on him, staring down at the miner with his face completely disfigured and his brain leaking out of the cracked wall of his skull.
Receiving transmission. En route to headquarters with the requested survivors. Alpha has acquired the survivors you had requested, Omega. There is one more matter to attend with before we move on. Explain. There. Gravity Tether 1 has shown signs of malfunctioning. We must travel there and claim it for ourselves. Perhaps we can make use of it. We must proceed, but quickly. More will come, like before. Yes, Echo. Soon we will be strong enough.
Remarkable! You say you have managed to build more than 50 casings in half of the time it took our best engineers to build 3? Mercer says, completely gobsmacked at the speed of these creatures.
Nothing is beyond us, Mercer. Remember that.
The door to the chemical laboratory slides open to reveal one of the 3 Daleks.
Report. Casings are in place. The new bonds await for deployment. Supreme One, all in good time. What is the status of the pedestal? Pedestal has been completed and is ready for activation. The second phase of our plans is nearing completion. Mercer, you will witness our power firsthand.
And what kind of power will it be? Mercer asks, eagerly waiting for the answer.
Oppression.
What do you mean, Dalek? Do the Daleks have another meaning for that word? Mercer asks, frantically while being confused. One moment he had been calling the Dalek a friend, only now to be met by the promise of oppression.
Bear witness, Mercer, for this is the next era in human civilization. Activate the pedestal of oppression.
As the pedestal is activated, a large humming can be heard inside the marker chamber, with it getting louder and louder until the workers and miners and other personnel can only hear a strange buzzing noise inside their minds that too came with a great gnawing pain. What have you done? Mercer shouts.
Do not be afraid, Mercer. Your mind is quite safe. This will only affect those with low intelligence levels.
What will affect? Mercer says before quickly recomposing himself, as he then says confidently, "Ah, I see. Yes, I do. I am sorry for raising my voice at you, my friends. And while we are on the show and tell process, I have one of my own," Mercer says as he slowly backs away towards the door. "My prototype module. Do you like it?" Mercer asks.
What is the purpose of that device?
"Only to slow things down. The others are limited on time, but this lasts much longer. Here, consider this a demonstration," Mercer says as he pulls his hand up towards the Supreme One and fires towards it.
Emergency! Emergency! Protect the Supreme One! Exterminate!
Mercer quickly makes a mad dash out of the door, thinking he was in the clear, running through the cryogenic chambers and to the tram waiting area, until he could see what the Dalek had meant when it said it only affects the low intelligence of them, with each of the personnel standing there motionless. Like zombies, he attempts to talk to one when it speaks. "Do not touch me, or you will be exterminated." Brainwashed. The pedestal was never intended to be used to help us, or the marker, but to turn our own people against us. Mercer then spots the tram coming down the rails towards his location. Back in the chemical lab, however, the stasis had finally worn off.
Report status. I could see, I could hear, but I could not move. The pain was unbearable. Dr. Mercer has escaped in your absence. It doesn't matter. He will be returned to us. Attention! Attention! All humans will obey this command. Find Dr. Jealous Mercer and bring him to the chemical laboratory.
We obey, Supreme One. All the brainwashed humans begin walking methodically towards Mercer, all chanting the same mantra. "Obey the Daleks. Obey